for the bouncy camera. Anyway, today I'm just going to take this scrap clay I have. It's crimson and white. And you see crimson can run into your white. But anyway, I really don't care. And I'm going to use some of my Primo Black. If I can get in here. I don't know if you can see that or not. But anyway, it's just Primo Black. And I'm going to roll this into a log. I'm going to take some of this black too, and I'm going to roll it out in my pasta machine. I haven't totally decided what number I'm going to use. I'll probably use a 4, 7 being my thickest. So pretty much half. And I don't need a lot because I'm just going to roll it around my log. And I've got blades stuck on blades. So I like to just cut slices off of here. I find it easier to condition your clay. And you want to get them, you know, decent thickness, but you don't need it overly thick. I know I have way too much clay here cut. This here would probably be enough. But just in case, I'll put a third on there. And I'm just going to roll that through my pasta machine. I'm going to start it on my thickest setting because it really isn't conditioned, even though it is quite soft. Oh my goodness. As you can see, I'm just going to keep rolling it over until I get a nice blend. And then I'll take it down to my number 4. I think number 4 is going to be thick enough to roll around my log. And again, it's just 2 colors of scrap clay. So there, that's on number 7. I'm going to bring it down to 4. And again, like I said, it's plenty of clay. Plenty, plenty. I'm just going to trim it off. Trim off the edges. Could be maybe a little bit wider, but I didn't really smooth off my ends either. I didn't really do anything with it. Alright, I'm just going to roll it up. I have no idea what this is going to look like. If it doesn't come out the way I want it to, you'll never see it. So roll it over, make my line, and trim. And roll it up. I'm not worried about the little extra on the ends. Feel free to trim. It's not a big deal. It will get trimmed off eventually. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this out so that I can cut. Let me think. How many pieces do I want to cut? 6. I'll go with 6. I like 6 petals in my flower cane. And again, it's just scrap clay. The only reason why I'm putting the block around it is to separate the colors. That's the only reason why. And I'm using white paper because I find on my mat with the way I have my lighting, it's just such a glare. If I ever get proper lighting in here, I could change that up. I'll pull this down a little bit. This way. And I'm going to start measuring. Alright, so one of these is 1 inch. So I'm going to want 1, 2, 3, 6. My desk is not the neatest because I've got so many projects on the go. But I thought I should probably do a tutorial. And I've been wanting to do this anyway, so I'll probably do a tutorial on what I've been working on as well in the near future. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, one more. I don't know why I just like working in inches. Now, I don't have any air bubbles or anything in this, I can tell. If you did, you know what to do. Slice and smooth. They are not our friends. And before I start measuring too closely and chopping, I want to trim off my ends. See? Isn't that kind of neat? I don't know what it's going to look like. Doesn't really matter, just something I want to try. And I will be incorporating this later on into something. Alright, now where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have enough. I'm going to move over here a little bit so you can see me better. I think actually at this point I have 7. I'm not even the best at cutting. I'm going to give it a whirl. It's just I find it hard to see properly. That's my problem. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, maybe I'll squeeze a 7 in there, because I'm sure it will fit. Now I'm just going to pinch these like this. I guess it's going to be a very simple technique. And I'm thinking, do I want to put something in the middle of this? I think I will do just some crimson into my center. So you just pinch these like in a triangle. You can use your desk. I'm not worrying about rounding them to be perfect petal shapes. I'm just going to be putting them together like this. That's really about all I'm going to do with them. And form it into a flower. So I am going to take some, because I have some right here too. I really like that color, but I am kind of a burgundy fan. It's one of my faves. Yeah, this finger's killing me today. It must be going to rain or something. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've also got pain in my back. I have to be careful how I move. Anyway, let's keep pinching and shaping. I apologize for that outburst. I really didn't mean to do it. Trying to keep them the same length at the same time. Well, there, I guess they're all done. I don't know if I'm going to need them all, but... So now I'm going to roll this into a sausage, and I'm not adding anything to it. I could, but I don't really want to. I'm going to keep it a solid color. I don't even need all of this, so we'll chop just a piece off. So there's 3. I think I will be able to get a 7 in total. Let's see, how does that fit in there? Not too shabby. Let's try it out. I'm going to stick these around it. Normally I do half and half, so why don't I do that? This is how I usually do it. So I already have 4 on there, so I'll do these 3 that are left over, like so. And then I will stick them onto my 4, like that. I think it's going to look alright. Let's chop that little knobby off. That back with the rest of mine. I only call it crimson because I cannot get my tongue around the first name. Anyway, now I'm going to do some more black, and I'm going to do another coat around this. What a nice way to use up your scrap clay. I think. I'm doing this on a number 4 too on my pasta machine. This is only going to be a short tutorial. Something short, simple. I don't know why I roll it so many times through the pasta machine. I guess I just think it's going to make it much better. So anyway, I'll put it here. Again, it's on a number 4. Do some trimming. I say the more I've been working on paper, because I never did before, I really enjoy it. It's on the table, it really sticks. On the glass, I should say. Here it doesn't. See how easy that picks up? Love it. Just love it. Make our line, do our little cut. Stick it together. Now it's just a matter of reducing it, and I like doing this to the sides as well because it can tend to get out of shape quickly and you end up with more waste excuse me, than needed. So I'm just going around in the center, make sure all my air bubbles are out, pushing on the ends, and I tend to give it a little push down in when I do the edges like this. Just again, so I don't have as much waste. If you're really careful how you reduce, you'd be surprised on how much you can save. And just take your time doing it. Sometimes I do it in a hurry, and then I think, yep, shouldn't have did that, Ange, but I did. And you can always wiggle it, just anyway, and stretch it. Keep those ends smooth, tucked in. And just keep going like that. Roll it. And I always say anyway, it is just clay. You do what works for you. And I do what works for me. I do love playing with my clay. And I want this in different sizes. And again, I didn't want a lot of it. Give it a little pull. I like pulling in the center and then outwards, work my way out. I'm going to round this up so it's neater. And I'll trim the edges off. Put my black with my black. See? Not too bad, considering what little work went into this. And I do want them at different levels. I'll trim the other end off too. And you know, the other thing too with this is these make great lentil beads. Excuse me. And we can take these. I'm just going to quickly show you what you can do. Just roll it up. Here, I'm going to do the rolling off screen. I don't want to make you dizzy. Yeah, I didn't do anything fancy with it. I just rolled it up. And now I'm going to roll it out. And I have one of those measuring tools. Yeah, I was just squeezing my ends so they were level, smooth, you know, even Steven. Now what did I do with that? It is right here. I know it is. But I've got so much stuff out and I can't stretch my arm. Well, it was right here. Oh, there it is, right in front of my face. Anyway, what number am I going to use? I'm going to do the 7. See, it says 7 millimeters. You can see that. There's different sizes. That one's 5, 3, then we have a 20, 15. Anyway, I like the 7. And I'm just going to lay it on here. Give it a little push. You get your little marks. And then you can slice. Now I know my ends aren't proper, but these ones are. And again, you can do them bigger. I like making them for beads to join in my my end results with my jewelry. But you can see the ends too, they're still cute. Cute little things. And then I'm just going to make a ball. Now I just need my acrylic block. Now I have a pile of them right here of acrylic blocks. I even have these nice little thin ones. Now I've never done this on paper, so I don't know if this is going to work. I have to move it. Let's just try it. And with this, I think most of us know how to do a lentil bead. So you just make sure it's held even. I've got my 4, these 2, these all on the table. And just go around. If you want to do lentils. You don't have to. And you have to keep going in the same direction. But I'll show you what I like to do. If I don't go off screen, which I might because I feel it rolling that way. I'll try and get back over here. There we go. Get it rolling again. And you can see it's starting to do its little twirl. And it's doing it on the bottom as well. Again, I'm sure most of us know how to do this. Speed it up, slow it down, speed it up, slow it down. That's good enough. I like to give it a little squeeze. And you can either leave it like this, or you can push in the edges, which I like to do. So it makes it easier to skewer them. And another thing you can do with them, you can take a cutter and just go right down over the top. I'll show you, just so you know what I mean. Actually, yeah, I will show you, and then I'll do another one. I just want to make sure I get the right size. It's a little big, but it'll do. And squeeze it, and that makes the ends, the edges all nice and smooth. You can also change the shape. Make a little drop out of it. You can turn that into a leaf. Many things you can do with your end pieces. But I'm probably just going to do circles with them, maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided. I'll decide it later. But again, all kinds of different things you can do with your scrap clay and incorporate it with what I decide to make with this, which I'll do that in a different tutorial. So I hope you enjoyed, got something out of it, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.